stalker was careful not to leave anything traceable on this note. The only distinctive thing about it is the black arrow symbol. Rusty's door is always open. To me, anyway. Rusty says, clean up the mess. Well, that's what he used to say. Some crime scene tape left over from when the cops came in and picked up Rusty's remains. It's an old newspaper with Mac Malden named Policeman of the Week. Must have been a real slow week at the precinct. Man, this fake doggy-doo looks real enough to step in. Man, this fake stuff looks so real. It'll make a great gag. Can you imagine the look on somebody's face when I... Hey, wait a second. Oh, sick! Those police dogs were in here. Sorry, Mac, but first things first. There's a door built into these bricks.
Make it quick, Murphy. I got about 1,000,000 things to do. And wasting time on you ain't one of them.
You know, Mac, I've been worried about your health. You seen those juicer machines on TV? Well, I bought one, and it really works. You probably could do with a nice cabbage and jicama blend.
What'd you do? Quit the PI business and sign up with Robco? I don't want to buy a damn juicer. And I don't like wise guys coming in my office and bothering me. So ask me your questions and get out.
Take a look at this note.
Damn. Did you get this?
I got it from a client. What can you tell me about it?
You ever hear about the Black Arrow Killer?
It's vaguely familiar, but refresh my memory.
Oh no, you're on your own in this one. You take care of yourself. That's dangerous territory. Most of what I know came from the papers. I know there's a rumor around that the Black Arrow Killer has moved out here. I don't know any more than what I've told you.
That door will take you inside Rook's pawn shop.
So, a Chelsea left town, eh? Well, I was wondering how long it'd take before you drive her out of the state.
Apparently you haven't heard everything. Someday, Chelsea and I will tell you the rest of the story.
Keep dreaming, Murphy. Dreams are healthy. So what are you here for? As a matter of fact, I just received a large number of reference books from an estate. If I'm not mistaken, one of the books was titled Yucatec Made Easy. You can buy it if you'd like, $30.
Well, I hope my new purchase will help me out.
That imbecile! He's been trying to make problems for Louis. He doesn't eat meat and thinks anyone who does is a barbarian. Moron! I read about the Black Arrow killer in the newspaper, but why are you asking me about him? He was arrested in Nevada some time ago.
If Louis was right, this book should help me figure out what the letter says. David Wright's cabin is out in the middle of nowhere. The place appears to be totally abandoned. The door's unlocked, but as soon as I step inside, I sense something wrong. Like I'm just about to open a carton of milk that's been sitting out in the sun too long. Whoever came through here to straighten up missed the lamp. Those big red spots look like blood splatters. These pieces of paper are wrinkled. as if they were wet at some time. Those big red spots look like blood splatters. Paper scattered around appears to have fallen off the bookcase. These casings are from government issue shells. Nice wad of paper. This drawer looks promising. Interesting. I bet this will run on my computer back at the office. The rag's got brown stains all over it. No, that's blood. Bookcase doors. Interesting. Bookcase doors. Bookcase doors. Bookcase doors. Interesting. These books look like they've been tossed around, like somebody was rifling through them. These books look like they've been tossed around. Books in the case have really been shoved around. This window looks like it's been broken for a while. I'd guess the cabin's been unoccupied ever since, or someone would have covered the hole. Well, someone must have been here regularly because no one would have live plants if they weren't going to take care of them. These plants are so dried up, they must have been dead for a while. Nice supply of firewood. That basket's empty. Nice rock work on the fireplace. And this door's jammed shut. It's an interesting picture. Some sort of ancient temple. This must be Mr. Wright, the owner of the cabin. Couch looks like a family heirloom. This tree probably died years ago. Makes quite a conversation piece, though. Nice fan. Door's got several holes by the handle. They could be bullet holes. This door's locked and I don't see a place for a key. Must be hooked up to some type of keyless entry system. Seems like a strange place to hang a painting. A security keypad. I guess whatever's behind the door must be important. A piece of stonework is covered with intricate carvings. This door leads back to my boudoir. That's the way back to my office. This is my official front door. A security keypad. I guess whatever's behind the door must be important. Looks like a post-war map of Scotland. Whoa, now there's an antique. A real 16mm projector. Movie screen? Sheesh, I haven't seen one of these since I was a kid. Paper scattered around appears to have fallen off the bookcase. That's a desk drawer. Nothing in here. Still more paper scattered around. Doesn't appear to be too important. And nothing interesting in the cup. These books look like they've been tossed around, like somebody was rifling through them. Desk made out of walnut. Desk made out of walnut. Well, someone must have been here regularly because no one would have live plants if they weren't going to take care of them. These plants are so dried up, they must have been dead for a while. Books in the case have really been shoved around. Some of these floorboards appear to be loose. Oh, Lord. Someone put some good holes in this guy. There's not much left of him, but I don't think this is Malloy, judging by the hair. Looks more like the guy in the photo downstairs. David Wright. The question is, who's responsible for this? And did they get Malloy, too? Bookcase doors. Interesting. Bookcase doors. It's a reel of 16mm film. This reel looks at least 100 years old. Turning this thing on won't do much good without any film. Whoa, now there's an antique. What is this? It's got to be some sort of practical joke. Wait a second. Whatever that thing is, it just moved. I think I remember some sort of alien autopsy film from years ago. But that alien was dead. This thing looks alive. But just barely. Seems to be in a lot of pain. Wonder what happened to him. Uh-oh. He doesn't look like he's gonna make it. I wonder if Malloy's disappearance is connected in some way to the contents of this film clip. Military personnel, a live alien? If it wasn't a hoax, this thing could stir things up in a big way. Maybe I shouldn't be getting involved. This is the sort of thing that gets people killed. Whoa, now there's an antique. This door should be accessible from now on. Door's got several holes by the handle. These doors lead to the Brew and Stew. It's the only place in the neighborhood to get a decent meal.
Murph! You just missed Chelsea. She stopped in to say goodbye. She's apparently off to Arizona. Is everything okay with you two?
I have absolutely no idea. What did Chelsea tell you?
Well, she and I talked for a bit. She's having a rough go of it.
Well, maybe I'm just not in touch with my feminine side, but what exactly is so rough?
Well, it's part you, part turning 30. I told her everyone goes through a phase like this. I haven't yet. Of course, I'm still young. I'm 58 and I still ain't ready to settle down. Tell me, Mike, you ever been truly in love with someone?
Well, I've always had this thing for Jane Mansfield.
You know what it is, Mike? Chemicals. Up in your brain. We got these chemicals going bananas.
Yeah, so? I mean, what's your point?
My point is, falling in love don't mean a lot. What's hard is knowing someone real well and still liking them. But that ain't even the hardest thing. The hardest thing is finding someone you can trust. Remember that. Now, I'll get off my soapbox. What can I do for you? I remember reading about the Black Arrow killer. Someone was covering the story in the Bay City Mirror. You want to find copies of the Black Arrow killer articles? I throw out all my old papers, but Rook sometimes holds on to his. Keeps them in the alley back of the pawn shop. Out of my league on that one. Crazy Gary's trying to start some kind of feud with me. Says I'm killing all my customers with my food. Good thing no one takes him too serious. I've heard talk that a stranger's been seen around the neighborhood for a while now. Of course, a lot of people come and go around here. I don't know anything else about her. Clint's done real good for himself. That chocolate stand up at Coit Tower's doing some pretty good business. Leach is the guy who opened the club. Big fella. Got a real hearty appetite. I don't know who she is. I saw Malden a couple weeks ago when the cops came by to clean out Rusty's place. He hasn't changed much, except around the waistline. The cops came in and closed that place down a couple weeks ago. Turns out they found Rusty's body in there. Someone dumped him in a barrel of acid. Created a lot of conversation in here, I'll tell you. I guess that's the name of the girl who sings up at the Fuchsia Flamingo. I haven't seen her in action. I don't like to talk bad about people, so I got nothing to say about Nilo. He took over the electronics shop when Ham left. I've been meaning to go introduce myself. Rook's just an ordinary son of a gun, but believe it or not, he's pretty soft underneath.